If you can let love go, it's not love. It's trauma. The spark you felt, a pull, a connection. That wasn't supposed to happen with someone like him. But here's the hard truth. If you're still tangled, forgetting who he was when he found you, it wasn't chemistry. It was your wound flaring up. You weren't drawn to them because they were right for you. You were drawn to them because they felt familiar. You said you felt an instant connection, like you'd known them forever, like your souls recognized each other. But what really recognized them was your nervous system. Your trauma blueprint said, I know this pattern. It wasn't love at first sight, it was survival instinct. And with every high came a crash. Every moment of closeness triggered anxiety. You were chasing validation, not connection. The chemistry wasn't connection, it was adrenaline. And you mistook the emotional roller coaster for depth. But what you were really experiencing was addiction. To the inconsistency, to the chase, to the hope that this time it would be different. So let's break this down. His behaviour isn't about you, it's a shortcut they take again and again. He doesn't know how to grow or love. In fact, he's forgotten what that feels like. So his mind says, find the closest thing to closure. And you become that someone close enough, familiar enough, safe, until he isn't. Think of his behaviour like a maze, and you're just a shortcut. You don't have to be lost inside his addiction forever, but you must know what it looks like, a genuine version of love. He loves his addiction, not to you. He doesn't even know what he's doing. You're just the punchline, so he doesn't love you. He loves the relief of avoiding his past pain, and it's comfortable enough for him to keep repeating. Why? Because he doesn't know how else to get through the same demons that broke him the last time. And here's the emotional consequence. You're still seeing him, still hoping he'll change, even when he hasn't. And that means he doesn't need to change. He just needs someone close enough to reinforce his addiction, and you are it. I'd like you to imagine hearing a fire alarm constantly going off. In reality, that fire alarm was like a fire burning, but it wasn't passion. It was your broken fire alarm going off again. You mistook the smoke for warmth. You thought the heat of the fire was proof of feeling, but just because your body reacts doesn't mean your soul is safe. In fact, chemistry without safety is a wildfire in disguise, and you can only dance in the flames for so long before you lose yourself in the smoke. So let's look at the aftermath of emotional addiction. When it ends, it hurts twice as much. Not just the loss of them, but the withdrawal from the chaos. You weren't grieving a soulmate, you were detoxing from emotional instability. And here's why you kept going back. Not because it was love, but because it was addictive. So let's look at 5 ways to break the pattern. Firstly, separate drama from depth. Just because it's intense doesn't mean it was meaningful. Then, name the familiar pain. Ask yourself, what part of my past does this person activate? Then choose peace over passion. If calm feels boring, your nervous system is wired for chaos. Slow down the bond. Real love builds in safety, not at speed. Detox emotionally. Distance is a medicine. Withdraw like it's a substance, because it is. And in my closing comments, he doesn't love you. He loves his version of addiction, and it has nothing to do with his growth. He's not connecting with you. He's using you as an emotional substitute. You're not the spark, you're the reflection of old addictions. He needs to change and understand, and that truth isn't comfortable, but it's necessary. He won't change until he understands the connection isn't with you. It's with his past demands, and you are part of that demand. It wasn't chemistry, it was your wound flaring up, asking to be seen, And maybe they felt like fire. But real love doesn't exist in fire. It's oxygen. It helps you breathe easier. And the next time you feel that spark, don't chase it blindly. Ask yourself, is this excitement or is it a warning?